Alleluia. Om Mani Padme Om. Allah Satnam.
Welcome. You're watching Harmony in Diversity. And today we're speaking with Dr Malik Majoka. He's a general practitioner and an office bearer in the Ahmadiyya Muslim Association Australia Victorian chapter. He's also a refugee from Pakistan. So what we'll investigate with you, Malik, is that story. Let's start with, as you do with stories, at the beginning. How was it for you in Pakistan? You're an Ahmadiyya from birth.
Yeah, thank you, Norm. Thank you for inviting me here today. I was Ahmadi by birth. My three generation before, like in around early 90s, 1992 or 3. My grandfather, he accepted the faith, and I was born Ahmadi here. And as if I date back, atrocities and ill treatment, injustice and hatred against Ahmadiyya Muslims in Pakistan, even that doesn't start from my childhood. When my father was, he was a teacher. When he was in a teacher training school in 1953, riots erupted and the movement started against Ahmadi, and he had to flee from he fled from the school, and he was forced out of the school, and he got refuge in one of his friend's house. And he used to tell me that. And same thing started with me. I was born in a little village in Punjab, and I can remember, and those things still hurts me. The boys and even teachers, what they used to say and abuse Ahmadis and say things which hurts us, and we had to listen and can't do much, can't stop them. Young children, how can they stand in front of a teacher to requesting him, don't say this, that hurts me, but they kept doing that always.
So even at that level,
But the teachers, I can remember my teachers' faces and their names. It's not useful to tell their names, but they used to abuse in the classrooms, so that still hurts. Then I remember mullahs, they go to my village, they had a annual gathering, openly abuse Ahmadiyya Muslims, and the founder of the faith, taking his name and calling him different names and derogate him, and that still hurts. And I can remember I used to think, why my family is Ahmadi, why we're Ahmadi Muslims. We have the same faith, we believe in Allah, we believe in Holy Prophet, we do prayers, and my mother and my elder teacher teaching me Quran and learning the meaning of Quran, and we were good Muslims. And my community member, they go to Makkah for Hajj. Still they say that you are not Muslims, and they abuse us. Why? So I'm Ahmadi, and so it's so hurtful.
Yes.
And at some stage when I was in year 8, 9, then my father moved to town for giving us providing us the better education. So I did my year 10 and then year 12. Luckily, I was lucky. I performed very well, and I got admission in medical college. That is not a very pleasant time. You know, everyone has got very good pleasant times in unis, and I had a good time, but a lot of sad stories as well. But I can share you just one thing. You can understand what happened there. At some stage in 1977, after the Ahmadis were declared non-Muslim for the law, for the purpose of law, and our assembly made it a law that Ahmadis are non-Muslim. After that was series of atrocities which happened with the Ahmadi Muslims in Pakistan. At that time, I was in a medical college, living in a hostel, and other students, majority of Muslim students, they were not concerned about Hindu students, not concerned about Christian students. they put a restriction against Ahmadi students that they can't enter the dining hall and can't sit and eat there with other students in the same utensils. So we were forced to eat in our rooms separately in separate utensils. And the servant will come and put the food in our room and we eat there. So such things there, like I am one who belongs to a tribe or to a family. I've always lived there, maybe for thousands of years, and my forefathers, they changed their faith from maybe Hindu religion to Muslims. We belong to that soil.
Yes.
And I was treated in that way. Like that time passed and I did my graduation, started working as a doctor, and I chose to start working in the public system. I was a medical officer in different hospitals. But these things never stopped. I was in a town level hospital in Pakistan. And there were always speeches and announcements against Ahmadis and provocating speeches personally against me, telling people don't go to this doctor, he is Ahmadi, they say Qadiani as well, so don't go to him. If you give him fee or money, then he will use that money against Muslims, against other people of their faith. But that these are very, I don't think everybody can realize that can happen.
No.
Then there was a big movement against me, and a lot of allegations, and the main allegation was that I was preaching my faith in Pakistan, and then they registered a case with the help of administration, assistant commissioner and the magistrate and all those people, and police registered a case against me under section 298C, which is the section of law that if an Ahmadi says himself a Muslim or he tell other people about his faith, that is offense, because that hurts Muslims, and then is punishable for 3 years in jail. So initially that case was registered, and I was arrested the next day. And then I remained in a police station for a week, and then I was transferred to a district jail, and no one was taken in. Magistrates, civil judges, session judge, no one was taking my bail. Though
we might just hold it there. We'll give you bail for the moment. We'll just go into that.
So thank you.
We'll go to a break. We'll see you in a moment. Welcome back. You're watching Harmony in Diversity, and we're speaking with Dr Malik Majoka, and he's a general practitioner and an office bearer with the Ahmadiyya Muslim Association Australia, Victorian chapter, and he's describing his refugee experience. Malik, you were at the point of saying that you were denied bail after having been...
Yeah, I was telling that this 298C is a bailable offence, but my bail wasn't granted bail. Again, it was injustice and ill treatment because I was Ahmadi. And magistrates refused the bail and sent me to jail on judicial remand. Then bail application was moved to civil judge, and he refused to listen to that for his personal reasons. I don't know, still it's written in the decision that on personal reason I don't want to listen to this bail application. I spent around 18 days in jail, and at the end what they did, as they saw that now maybe the session judge will grant him bail, they added another offense, which is a very devastating thing. They added section 295C to my allegations, which means that's a blasphemy law.
Yes.
That I derogated, I insulted Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which I can't do it. I love Holy Prophet. That's part of my faith. How can I abuse Holy Prophet?
Yes.
But that was added. Sorry.
No, it's upsetting, because if you believe your faith at sufficient depth, as you obviously do.
The Holy Prophet Muhammad is my life. I love him the most in the world. And that was allegation. I derogated him. I insulted him. And that was to stop my bail application.
Really?
So that's unbailable offense, punishable only with death. There's no other punishment in Pakistan. That's 295C.
Yes.
There was a very good session judge. I was fortunate. He took my bail, saying that this offense doesn't seem likely in this case. The case originally was registered as a preaching, and that's bailable offense. And this further it will be decided later on whether this 295C is a likely offense or not in this case. So he granted me bail. But they went in High Court to get that bail cancelled. But fortunately, High Court confirmed the bail. Saying again saying the same thing. It's unlikely that this case doesn't attract that 295C. Then the case started in the court of additional session judge, and we applied there, requested there to remove section 295C from this case. Preaching, that's fine. They have evidence and everything, so we can do that. After hearing for 1.5 years, that additional session judge refused, and he said, no, you will be tried under 295C. But as High Court granted me bail, saying that this bail will not be cancelled unless the High Court decide otherwise. So I was remained on bail, but 5 or 6 long years, every 15 days, 15th day I had to go to the court and the same proceeding, and there was a lot of bad things. I don't want to mention all of them, but 13 witnesses against me in that case for preaching and for the insulting Holy Prophet. I never saw them. I never met them. And they came to the court once, and I saw them there, and I went to them and I spoke to them. I asked them, tell me, when did you see me? When did I say that? And when did I preach you? And why are you here for false evidence, false witness? You're not witness. I never said anything to you. I don't know you. They said, no, you're right, but still we go into the court and we, on oath, will witness against you.
Good heavens.
Yeah. At that stage, I decided to leave the country. It's not easy.
No, but you were in dire danger though, weren't you? You could have.
Yeah, I had 3 sons. My family. So we decided to leave the country.
And what year was that you did that?
It was 98.
1998. And so
yeah,
you'd made the decision to leave the country. What
I
did you
made the
do?
decision. Somehow people from my story was written and was published and was in different countries, in different magazines of Human Rights Commission and those things. Some people from Human Rights Commission, they came and they interviewed me. And somehow they organized my visa for Australia.
Okay.
And
so once they started to pay attention to you, then yes.
So they say that they are going to hang this man. So they came to my home and interviewed me.
And they
organized all the
visa, etc.
And I fled.
And did you have the opportunity to bring your family with you, or did they?
Yeah, my 3 sons, my wife.
Well, thank goodness for that.
Yeah, I left my old mother, my father, other family members, sisters and brothers.
And the visa, how long did it take to get that?
It was quick.
Quick.
I was in danger.
Yes, you were. Yes, indeed. Indeed you were. It speaks a lot about corruption in the court as well. You're fortunate that some judges weren't. More prepared to say...
look, there are good and bad people everywhere, but I was fortunate that there was a good session judge, and High Court was good. So they kept my bail. They confirmed it.
Okay, so you got your visa. We're coming up to a break, so we won't go into too much detail on this, but you got your visa, and then how did you leave the country? Was it through the normal channels by air?
Very secretly.
Yeah. Secretively,
very
was it?
Yeah,
okay.
very secret.
All right.
I left home without telling anyone, even my closest friends and my relatives, they didn't know. And I worked last day, and next day I just
You were gone.
caught a train. I went to Karachi, which is far away from my home, and I caught a flight from there.
Well, we'll catch a flight now because time's out for the moment.
Thanks.
We'll take a break. Back in a moment.
Mani Allah, Alleluia, Mani Allah.
Welcome back. You're watching Harmony in Diversity, and we're speaking with Dr Malik Majoka, general practitioner, and he's an office bearer with the Ahmadiyya Muslim Association Australia Victorian chapter. And we're exploring quite an emotional refugee story. Malik, you go to Karachi.
Yeah.
And you get on an aircraft.
Yeah.
What happened then?
As the aeroplane took off, we felt safe. And that was good. So arrived Australia, and that looked us like a safe haven. But you know, it's not easy working in a profession, having good qualification and good skills and very stable life.
Yes.
When you go to new country, new place, you lose everything. So my degree was assessed. It's same. It's a British system in whole India, Pakistan, UK, and here. It's the same degree with same level of skills. They assessed my degree as equal to Australian degree.
Yes.
But I wasn't allowed to work. So I had to go through all the AMC exams and language skills and tests and all things. It was good. I love Australia. I respect Australians, all Australians who accepted us.
Yes.
It's a heaven. Good people. So I started working hard. We had help from community and from government, but I had to work. I had to study. So I did a few years of work hard, and I qualified. I did all the exams, and I was lucky to get a job here. I'm working as a doctor in Australia more than 10 years now.
All right.
So worked in quite a few hospitals, had a good experience, and I'm very fortunate. Wherever I worked, anywhere, people loved me, they respect me, and I had a very good time in all hospitals. And then I decided to go into general practice.
Yes.
And for last few years, I have been working in general practice. Happy with my staff, happy with my patients. They love me, I love them, and living very happy life. But journey, living from your homeland, you forced out of that, starting new life, a lot of hard work.
Yes.
I lost my father a couple of years after arrival. So those things which so traumatic, you can only feel. You can't describe it.
There's a seed of sadness which will be with you forever.
But it is heaven for me and heaven for a lot of other people who came from different countries as a refugee, from different faiths. Ahmadiyya Muslims are very lucky that quite a few of us, they got refuge here and living very peaceful life, working hard, contributing to the community. By community, I mean to Australia,
yes,
to the country.
The whole, yeah.
And as a faith group, we're living together, we're doing a lot of things, a lot of charity, and a lot of good things for Australia. As we got a lot of things from Australia, it's our duty to pay back.
Yes, yes.
I have 3 sons. They were little when we came here, 4-year-old, 7-year-old, and 1 8-year-old. They did very well at school. They're good boys. And all three are in uni. One doing medicine, one is doing science degree in science, and one is doing double art degree. And very much involved in uni, doing politics, and they're very good speakers. They can speak. They're not like me. So they're good. I'm happy.
Yes.
I'm a happy man.
Yes.
And nowadays I'm working in the general practice, which is for that general practice is for Indigenous Australians. You can look at my tie.
Oh, of course. Yes. Yes.
And that was my passion, and I'm happy that I'm doing something for the real owner of the land.
That's right.
So those are the people. This is their land, and we are living very good life, and they are still in miserable situation. They are not.
That's correct.
They're not good, and I'm doing my part. I'm trying to help them. Trying to treat them. Trying to educate them, and good thing is they love me. They're very shy people.
Yes.
As I started working there, they were not looking at me. But now we are developing some friendship.
Yes.
And they come and see me, we sit and we chat, and so I'm doing something for them. And that's good.
That's a very important thing you're doing,
Yeah.
because some might say that the Aborigines are refugees in their own country, and that's you're recognising and helping them with that. Yes,
I am.
I had not seen your tie, but I've got to say it's very good. And so, what's the area that you're working at? Where is it? Out in Dandenong or?
No, it's Melbourne, Gippsland.
Okay.
Melbourne.
Right. Oh, right. Okay. Yes. Yes. Well, of course, there's more Aboriginals there. There's quite a few Aboriginals in Dandenong as well.
Yeah.
So, how does that? How do they present? We'll just talk about that for a little while, about how they present with health issues. Do you find that the level of service to them is lower, that you've got?
Look, to comment on all these things is a bit hard. It's complicated. Government is doing best as they think they're doing. They're spending a lot of money. Doctors and staff and clinics have been set, and transport is there to bring them to the doctors. And CTG has closed the GAP program, and government is spending money on that, so they don't have to spend 1 cent on their medicine. Everything is free.
It's free, yeah.
But other side of the picture is they are not educated. They have no knowledge about their illness. They're a bit careless. They don't care about their medical condition. So we have to contact them. We have to send the transport. Still, they will refuse. No, I'm not coming today. So,
yes, it did. Yeah, that could be frustrating. So it's interesting. Your whole process is losing your own country, finding a country, and then working for the people who are the first people of this country. It's a very interesting
this is my country now.
Yes.
It is when you're a refugee, when you come from other country, from somewhere, and your color and your shape is a bit different, and people say, no, he's not Aussie. So. But my children, myself, this is our country, first country.
Yes.
We're living here. It's part of my faith.
That's right.
To love the country where you have peace, you have honor, you are working, you are being looked after. So that's your country.
Thank you, Malik. That's been inspirational. Thank you very much for giving us your time.
Thank you for inviting me.
You've been watching Harmony and Diversity, and next week we'll be back with another subject. Bye for now.
Baha'u'llah, Shanti Om.